I feel it. Everyone feels it. I agree with you, Dan. It is coming. It is coming, man. I'll be all right. Well, they're saying that it lasts for a week or two, but of course, a lot of people are not going to be as symptomatic as others. I don't feel any effects of it. I make sure that as far as being sick, I don't feel the effects of it. K, 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 K. I'm doing a lot. Just that lady, that girl is loud as hell. But yeah, man. It's like I was saying. It's like I was saying, man. You know, I feel that medical martial law is coming. I don't think it's coming. I think it's here. Philippines jumped from the beginning of this week from 34 cases or 33 cases. Now it's 111. And the crazy thing, I seen people outside yesterday in my complex playing ball, passing the ball around, passing the ball around, sweating on each other. And it's like, okay, you know, it's not as disciplined as China. One thing about China, believe it or not, I know y'all probably think I'm crazy. China is probably the safest place to be right now. I'll tell you why. I know it may sound crazy. China's completely shut down. It's been shut down for a while. People are not just walking the streets. It's not groups of people and big crowds of people walking all over the streets in China. And they had 80,000 cases, but 60,000 of those people recovered. So think about that. They had 80,000 cases, over 60,000 people recovered from it. So, yeah, I might be safer here in the U.S. But I think I would be safer in China, believe it or not. I think China is the safest place to be. I know it sounds crazy, but some of you guys may understand me. If a place had 80,000 cases, 60,000 people were recovered. I seen a guy walking from the Chinese hospital shaking the doctor's hand. So he's recovered. And they have over 60,000 cases like that. So it's like, okay, in China, people are getting better. They're on top of this right now. So a lot of people think, oh, no, don't go to China. Now's the best time to go to China, believe it or not. Now is the best time to actually go to China because, 80,000 people, they've cured over 60,000. Of course, they had some irresponsibilities as far as making it happen inside of the Wuhan market, if that's what you want to call it. But they're on top of it now, and they're the place to be. I hear that Australia's on top of it. But who knows? I don't know how sure that is. But when I look at the live counter numbers, you can see 80,000 people contracted, 60,000 were cured. So it seems like China figured something out. I guess because they're the ones that have been dealing with it the longest. One thing is they locked down the city right away. Out here in the Philippines, they're still allowing, and I don't mean to sound racist against anyone. Well, Manila's going to be under shutdown for a month. Manila's going to be shut down for a month. If you come from another country, they'll still allow you in. And then what you would do is not come inside of Manila. You go towards the province areas. That's where you'd be more safe at. Because in Manila, there's too many. There's 30 days here. In Manila, there's too many jeepneys. They're going to limit it to where instead of filling up the jeepney to be half, same thing with the FX. Instead of filling it up with 10 people, I think it fits more than that. It'll be 1 in the front, 3 in the second row, 2 in the back. Yeah, they have a curfew here too. The curfew is actually active right now. Like I can go outside because of my complex where I live. I can go outside anytime, but as far as walking the streets and hanging out, there's none of that right now. There's none of that. And there's a curfew in Manila right now. It's from 8 a.m. No, from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. is the time that you can be outside walking around freely. After that, it shuts down. So if you want to go out late and go get yourself a bite to eat, that can't be done. I wouldn't even go to McDonald's or Burger King or KFC, anything like that anyway. You don't know who's preparing your food, especially ordering it online. You know, me and Kay stopped that, I would say, a month ago. We stopped ordering food and going out and eating food because I remember I was at McDonald's, right? This is when we stopped. I was at McDonald's and they're preparing the food. I'm thinking about the coronavirus. This is like back in January when I first hearing about it. And I'm sitting looking at them and they're not using any gloves. And I said, "Kay, look at this guy. Look, they don't have any gloves on. Look, it's 8 of them back there because in the Philippines they stock up people on top of each other. Like the McDonald's, they can afford to have 4 employees because that equals to 1 employee in the U.S. if they have 4 employees. And that's even like, let me see. I'm saying it wrong. Let me see. They make about $2 or under, right? $2 an hour under. So you think about a person in McDonald's in U.S. in New York somewhere making 15. So 8 employees is 1 employee in the U.S. So they can afford to stock people on top of each other. So that's what happened at McDonald's. I'm seeing a bunch of people, getting fry orders ready. And I said, "Kay, I don't know if I want to eat that." When I arrived on Thailand on December 15th, I saw the immigration people corralling a lot of Chinese people into quarantine at gunpoint. Oh, wow. I didn't know about that. See the thing, and thank you for that story because you don't hear about all of these things. He said he saw a guy. He said immigration people corralling a lot of Chinese people into quarantine at gunpoint, but I actually didn't know why they were doing that. Yeah, that's why. Mr. Caddy says, "I still think this whole thing is a joke to crash the world economy. Every country is devaluing its currencies." Well, that's a part of it, Caddy. It's a part of it. It's all a part of it. It's all a part of it. It's all a part of it because it's going to bring the world to its knees. Then we need to rely on other things, force religion. Then at that point we need a savior, which would be a man. Savior is Jesus Christ. It's not a man. Well, if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to get too deep into that right now, but that's what's going to happen. There's just going to be a savior that's a man, and yeah, it's getting serious out here. So yesterday, as I'm finish up work, Donald Trump announced a state of emergency. A state of emergency was announced yesterday, and it's no coincidence. And then you see people like Tom Cruise, Rudy Gobert contracting coronavirus. If you look at Rudy Gobert, he actually looked, I know it sounds crazy. I don't want to say that, but to me, he looked like he was happy. It was weird in a way. He got up kind of skipping off, and I'm like, this guy's, I mean, he knows, see, the sad thing is he knows he's going to get the best care. Rudy Gobert knows he's going to get the best care. When you think about, look at somebody like Magic Johnson, right? I'm talking about the rich fans. I'm talking about the rich. I'm not talking about Magic Johnson. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. But the reason why these guys probably wouldn't care, you look at somebody like Magic Johnson, who's had AIDS since the 80s, and he's still alive. This is what? He's going to die of old age. In the 80s, it's 2020. It's almost 40 years since Magic Johnson had AIDS. When you got money, that's a difference maker, Money's a difference maker. A lot of these people that are getting diseases can't even afford to go to the hospital. Everybody that's going to get coronavirus, they can't even afford a doctor appointment. You try to go to a doctor over here in the Philippines, you'll be in a long line. It's crazy. I've seen it. And I've seen it with minor situations, Yeah, so well, that goes into what I was saying, Phaeton, is that in China they got it figured out. In China they got it figured out. Now, in China, right? In China, 80,000 cases, even though that's the place where it started at, 60,000 recovered. 60,000 people recovered. So, and China's completely, they're still, there's nobody going to stores like that. You know, they shop when they need to. So it's a ghost town out there. Buying BTC. Let's see this here. We find 104-year-old woman recovered. That's right. Yeah, and you're right. We don't know the long-term effects. I don't know what this one says. Let me see. Buying BTC and ETH after financial, the dump will be life-changing. Yeah, I think so. I think so. It will be changing. Yeah, the dump will be life-changing. Everybody's leaving dollars, and the thing is that why it's so easy to crash the economy. Everybody panics right away. It's so easy, you know. Everybody panics right away. But the reason why people are panicked is because nobody will be buying anything. Nobody's gonna buy. Yeah. They're usually over 50. That's right. They're usually over 50. Let me see what Thomas said. No one knows the long-term effects. It's just speculation at this point, or if this virus will manifest again once it goes away. Well, it will manifest again. It will manifest again. This is what they're saying. They're saying it's all coming from the markets in China. Before the SARS started in China, right? That wasn't good enough. So of course you got to try again, right? And then it was another one that started in China too, and they're blaming it on the trade markets, the food, you know, the forbidden food that you shouldn't be eating, you know, badgers, turtles. They banned it. Now it's been in silver, claro silver. So they can walk up and receive treatment in any hospital. Yeah, that's true. But if the market is going to crash, everyone's panicking. Society's never going to be the same again. I mean, we'll recover, but will we really recover? No. No, I mean, we can't run anything, you know. We can't run anything. You run to any dollar trying to find a way out or trying to. Only way to do this and make it by is by having land, you know. Have land, get yourself a farm, start growing your own food. Start growing your own food, and you know that's the way to be prepared. And that's what I need to start getting into myself. You know, I'm all about self-sustainment. Okay, how can I grow my own veggies? You know, how can I grow my own fruits, whatever I can grow, rice, whatever it may be. That's what it's about. Because it's gonna go back to the prehistoric ages with the barter system. You know, that's what people were investing in gold, but I don't think that's gonna hold weight when all somebody has is food. You know, people will be trading gold for food because the dollar won't mean nothing. We're coming to that soon. We're coming to that soon. No, you can't buy land in the Philippines, but if you're married to someone, you can get land through her, through your wife. So that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it is through your wife, you know. So if you have a Filipina, definitely marry her and make sure she's not trifling because that can happen out here. And get yourself some land. Get yourself some land, you know. That's the way. Yeah, no, it's true. You're right. Build up your immune system, be clean and sanitized. You'll be fine. COVID is only dangerous if you have pre-existing conditions. And it's true, but that's not the problem. I'm not scared of COVID. I'm not scared of COVID, Faith, and that's the funny thing. And I'm sure a lot of you guys may not be too. Usually, you know, if you're around my age, even if you're 60, if you're healthy, you'll be fine. Um, the thing is the panic. That's the thing. It's the panic, you know, and no one's prepared. There's no amount of money you can have saved for panic and people dropping a dollar. This is gonna happen, you know. There's no planning for that. How are you gonna plan for currency dropping? You know, say that same person that has a million, 2 million in the bank, right? Of course, that's not a wise decision, but they're not ready for that. Bitcoin is not going to save you. Everybody invested in Bitcoin, that's not going to save you. We're going back to the old school way of plant your vegetables, grow them, and you sell them and trade and barter. That's what the world's going to come down to. No financial portfolio can save you. Nothing will be able to save you. You know, we're getting back to the old times. We're getting back to how the U.S. first started. You know, that's what we're getting back to. Where they ran away from England. There's potential for bank runs. I don't know exactly what you mean, but Thomas Shelby. But build up your immune system is right, Feitan. Build up your immune system. It's right. That's why when I seen it was hard to get garlic, it was weird to me. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not nothing. I'm looking into it deeply. But when I went to grocery store, you couldn't find garlic. After that, I found garlic. I found garlic out here, and you know, if you guys understand, you know, garlic is an antiviral. I have myself some echinacea. You know, they still have cabbage at the store. You know, if you eat a head of cabbage, you know, and I've heard this, I'm not sure how true it is, but a guy had cancer, ate a whole head of cabbage, and he was doing that every day because his body was telling him what he needed, and he cured his cancer. You know, so if you're eating raw vegetables, you'll be fine. You'll have a strong enough immune system. You know, so now is the time to actually eat as raw as possible. You know, that will help save you. Drink a lot of water, but raw, you know, say if I take a cabbage and I got one in my fridge and I just chop it in half and just keep biting on it and eating it and just chewing big chunks out of it, you know, my immune system is going to be pretty strong. So think about the virus being in your system, right? And I'm not trying to be a doctor here, but think about a virus being in your system, okay? But then you putting in those same antibodies that's going against it and fighting it, and then your own immune system is working. You know, you have more of a chance of fighting off a lot of these diseases. In panic, so they run to their bank. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yep, you're right. No, you're right. You're right, Thomas. Yep, you're right. People are scared and panicking and running to withdrawal of their money. What's going on, Dave? I think so. I don't think it'll happen right away, Dave. It's not gonna happen right away. But within a in a 2-year, 3-year time span, who know? I don't know when it's gonna happen. I can't predict these things. But yeah, that's what we're gonna come down to. You know, we're gonna come down to the point of you have to obey me, or else you don't eat. You know, and you guys may not understand what I mean, but we're coming down to that. Obey me and my system, or you don't eat food. You know. Well, actually, I don't know. I feel like China. I know Nightwing is joking over there, but I think China's gonna. I think China's getting it figured out. And also, they claim Australia, but I think China's getting it figured out. You see me to a quick break here. But yeah, Dave. No, I think we're getting. I don't know what the hell. Going everywhere. Who the hell is Quibbaloy? Oh, Apollo Quibbaloy? Kingdom of Jesus Christ? Is that who you talking about? Apollo Quibbaloy? But yeah, no, it's gonna come down to that, Dave. I don't know when it'll happen, but seriously, you know, get yourself a farm. You know, this farmland out here is cheap right now. That's why everybody's moving to the country. And I'm kind of stupid for not doing it yet. You know, that's what my religion believes in, actually. And people would say, oh, okay, that's a cult, but no, they got something right. It's to leave the city and move to the country, get away from the nonsense, right? And even right now, say even in New York, right, you can find some of the most expensive real estate out there, but you go upstate, you can get land for nothing. In New York, which is only 3 hours far from the city upstate, you can get good land. You can get good land in a lot of these places. Think about it. 98% of the world's population live on, what is it, 2% of the world's land surface. So every country just open country, all available out there. But somebody's buying it up. Yeah, no, yeah, you can't own land in the Philippines. You can't own land in the Philippines. CEI, when all of the coronavirus news hits the media. Let me see this. I quickly ran to Target and bought me a case of emergency, the immune system drink. It came out for the whole case of latex gloves, alcohol pads, and bleach. Since Kmart is going out of business, why not buy all this stuff for them? Yeah, that's the thing to do right now, is to get all of that stuff. Definitely. Definitely now is the time to get all of that, everything you need. Now's the time. Because when I went out here to the supermarket, and this is back when in the beginning of the week when there was only 33 reported with the coronavirus out here. The shelves were almost gone. Everything was bought up. So I went there, got my canned foods and stuff like that. But thankfully I have a market close by me that I can go to. I'll try to go in the morning when it's not too many people out, and just stay away from people, because you never know, you never know. You never know. But I'm building up my immune system every day. I'm chewing a piece of garlic every day. That's my new thing. I'm chewing a piece of garlic every day. And yeah, it's true. You should get fit, not fat. It may save your life if there is a collapse. That's true. Get fit and also stay healthy, because believe it or not, as long as you have water, there was a guy, I have to look that up for y'all. There was a guy, right? Real fat guy, right? He didn't eat for a year, survived on only drinking water because he was so big. So the only thing that happened, he just burnt all that fat off. It's kind of the same thing like when bears hibernate and they eat a lot to hibernate for the winter. Human body could do the same thing. But you're afraid to travel? Well, Anthony, it's gonna be dangerous everywhere you go, brother. That's the 2 reported cases they have out there where you are, man. It's the 2 reported cases. If 2 people got it, they came in contact with more people. See what I'm saying? If 2 people got it, you think somebody not taking care of those 2 people? God, no kisses from K for you. Oh, no. I got to get my kisses, bro. I got to get my kisses. We're just going to have coronavirus together. You go crazy. You got nobody to be loving with. That's why you got to make sure it's the right one, Okay, there. Well, I got to post this here. You said, garlic, no kisses from you. Yeah. But no, we got to keep the ones around us safe, But it's gonna be more than just this, because when this is over, and this will be over. It will be over. Okay, they're gonna get a grip on this thing, or they may not. Who knows? But can people live with it? Yeah, people can live with it. People can overcome it, and I'm sure without even treatment. So, all right, now we get past this, right? Everybody's dumping $1. Okay, what's going on now? So what happens when our money's not worth anything? What's going on, Dante? What happens when our money's not worth anything, right? Even with me, I worry about that. Money's not worth nothing. Okay, I think Some guy was saying a flight to Puerto Rico from New York was $200. So airlines are going down, right? So it's like, okay, what are they going to really do? I mean, so if the prices are going down, and then we can't have inflation, right? But say we have inflation, right? The prices rise, but then the dollar's going down. Who do you think we're going to get our food from? Think about it. Inflation happens, prices go up, the dollar drops. We have no choice but to do what? Now we have to rely on welfare. We have to rely on governments. So now, if you turn around and say, I don't want to follow this policy, or you won't eat tomorrow, what are you going to do? So you said that's opposite there. Prices going up to go to the Philippines. But I'm just saying value of things are dropping. Um, prices are gonna go up in the Philippines everywhere, and then they turn around and drop the dollar value because everybody's dumping the dollar. So how are we gonna get our food? Okay, then we're gonna get our food from the government. That's why we need to farm. And if you guys notice, all right, so this is what was happening in the world, right? This was many years ago. They actually were trying to stop farmers many years ago. They were trying to stop farmers. The government wants control of the farms, right? They won't control all of the farms. Why do they want to control the resources? Because you control the resources, you control the food, you control the water, you control the people. Yeah. So now you turn around and say, okay, you do this or else you don't eat. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when your baby's starving? Time to get our own farms, people. After we get over this, it's not too late. It's not too late. It's not too late. You know, now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time for families to come together. You know, too many people are separate. And on their own. It's changing, man. It's changing. And I don't want to hold you guys up too long. I'm about to shut it down soon. Huh? What we talking about? It's a delay? It's a delay? Okay. It's a delay? Oh, post the link. Yeah, yeah. Let me open it up. Let me open it up to people. Let me open it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is a very interesting topic. Hold on. All right, guys. I'm gonna open up the room now because I've been talking for 40 minutes straight. I need somebody else to talk. Brother David, you're welcome to come on. Vaughn, if you would like to join, brother, you're welcome to come on. Anybody else that wants to come on, come on. Let me open this up now. Uh, there's the link. My papers are blowing like crazy over here. Okay,
I'm
there we go.
here.
Okay, okay. All right, so you on the stream. You're welcome to talk if you want. So, okay, tell everybody what's happening in the Philippines.
Well, this is Kay reporting. Just kidding. Well, right now, as of the moment, as of 9 p.m., there there are 111 cases here in the Philippines. Eight cases or eight death and 111 case now. So starting in few minutes, the quarantine will start. Community quarantine will start here in Manila. So hopefully, it will stop the spread of the virus. It will be not gonna go higher and higher. Hopefully, but we just need to pray and be ready all the time and be healthy. Have a strong immune system so we can fight with this
Mm-hmm.
outbreak. So if you're in the Philippines, just keep praying. Make sure you're ready also with your food. But prayer is the best because that's the one who's gonna help us in this kind of pandemic
Mm-hmm.
that's happening right now.
Pandemic, yeah.
Pandemic,
No,
pandemic,
pandemic,
pandemic. Sorry,
pandemic.
I laugh so much.
No, it's all right.
Pandemic, but I make it like panaderia. Like panaderia is where you cook the pandesal. That's panaderia here in the Philippines, like a
Were you
bakery.
hungry?
But no, I'm not.
Yeah, you're right about that, Caddy. You're right about that. But you can find it. You just gotta search really hard. You want to find some seeds, you gotta search and hunt for it until you can't hunt anymore. You know. So that gotta be. It's funny, Caddy. That has to be like your like a mission. To find it right now, because they've already thought about all these things, and they're ready for us. They're ready for us to be self-sustaining. So, but
And
still, you can still
also,
try. You can still find it if you look for it.
just additional J about
Mm-hmm.
the news because every day whenever I woke up, I read the news, and I should stop doing that. In regards with the public transportation, I can hear myself. In regards with the public transportation, they suggest na in the jeepney is only half of the passenger. For example, in one jeepney, it can people can ride like 18 people can ride, or maybe like let's say 15 people can ride in a jeepney. They said
Mm-hmm.
it's only half of the people can ride this time. So if it's 15 and it's allowed before, it's going to be seven. In a bus naman is 25 people only, or 25 passenger, and in a FX at least six people. In a
Mm-hmm.
FX is good for how many people? Like 10 people. They suggest it's six people only. I hope they're able
No,
to
they
follow
squeeze more
that.
than 10 now.
Hmm?
They squeeze more than 10 now on a jeepney.
It's more than 10, of course, because in the
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
section is eight people, in the other section is eight people. So they suggest at least half of that full jeepney ride. So I
Mm-hmm.
hope we can check it when we go outside sometimes and check it if they're following the rules. But it's still
Yeah.
scary to go outside here because you know safety is better than being outside.
Well, well, when are they? When do you think are they still delivering? Is there a problem with deliveries? Shouldn't be a problem, right?
No, well, I'm the DOH right now. Just kidding. Uh, I think the delivery is still okay. I'm not too sure because about the Grab though, because they said Angkas is and taxi is not available
Mm-hmm.
starting tonight. I mean tonight, yeah, tonight. In few minutes,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
cannot work no more. They cancel it for a month. I don't know if a month or week only. The
Probably both.
angkas motorcycle, and then
Mm-hmm.
taxi is not allowed. And also, I don't think I'm gonna ride Grab no more for now
Yeah.
because
No.
there's one positive in Pampanga. He's driving in
Mm-hmm.
Pampanga, and yesterday when we were riding in Grab, I felt like I gotta get sick because he's coughing. He has a mask, but it seems like the room is too much like it's not clean. You feel like you want to open the window because it's like it's different. It's not. I feel sick yesterday when but I'm fine. I mean, it's just that aircon is like sometimes when you're riding a Grab, sometimes it's like the smell is like if it's clean, it's a clean car, or if it's not, you can feel it. Mama
Hmm.
Sandy.
Yeah, and then she said that's a lot of lost revenues. How are people going to move around?
Yeah, they can still move around riding a jeepney. Jeepney is still okay. MRT is still okay. LRT is still okay. It's just
MRT though.
they limit the passenger now in MRT. So you need to fall in line, or you need to. And also, if you're working inside Metro Manila and you're staying in Laguna or Cavite, you need to present an ID in the checkpoint when you enter Metro Manila. And when you go outside, you need to show your barangay clearance that you're living in Laguna. So you need to show two ID. Barangay clearance, they accept that, and also the ID. COE, employment, certificate of employment. So you need to show it on the entrance to Metro Manila, and outside you need to show barangay clearance that you are from Cavite and you're working in
Mhm.
Metro Manila. So that's what they want to do to avoid, because
People just
what's the
coming in.
purpose of what's the purpose of allowing everybody to come inside Metro Manila if what's the purpose of doing a community quarantine if they're just gonna allow anyone? So that's why they're gonna
Hmm.
be very strict. You need to put all the comment there, Jay, so we can read together because I cannot
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it on YouTube.
So she said she loves the MRT and LRT is so convenient. With me, uh, I don't know. I've been okay. Remember, I stopped wanting to take the MRT and LRT a little while ago. It just felt like too
Yeah.
many people on top of you, you know. And
Mm.
I'm happy that we didn't take it recently because in the MRT, right? I think they're gonna
LRT
change
is
it,
fine.
huh?
LRT is not too much than MRT. Remember
Yeah,
LRT
MRT
is
is
like
crazy.
it's colder. The MRT is like
Hmm.
LRT is colder, and sometimes there's a new LRT. But right now, I'm happy. You're right. You continue, Jay. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. People don't take that because when you're on an MRT, right? I'm sure it's like that in some city trains, but it's horrible in Manila because it gets packed like 4 hours out of the day, right? And people are like face to face and they're sweating. So forget them coughing, they're sweating. So I'm sure sweat. Of course, it's going to go through your sweat too. So people are sweating, and you end up touching somebody's sweaty hand, or you end up. Katie knows what I'm talking about. It's just disgusting. And
That's why that they open that during the live.
mhm,
Whenever they have a meeting, they always include LRT and MRT in the meeting because the MRT is really one possible way to transfer the virus because it's too much crowded. It's too crowded. So they suggest that the capacity of people who are riding MRT will be limited now. That's what they said. And they suggesting the private sector, which is the owner of the businesses, they suggest to give different schedule hours for their employee. That's what they said last time. Today, they said they need to give different hours so the employee will not work going to work at the same time, like
mhm,
different working hours. Because even though there is a curfew here in the Philippines, starting I think it started today. Even though there's a curfew from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m., people who work in a call center or people who work outside can still go outside as long as you show
mhm.
that your ID or whatever that you're working outside. I was
Mhm.
speaking with my sister earlier. She said, uh,
KK, can you check your mic because it sounds like you're eating it?
"Yeah, it's very delicious. I'm very hungry. I'm lying on the
Oh,
bed.
that's fine. Yeah, sit up straight so people can hear
It's
you.
better now. It's better now.
Yeah, it is better. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'm lying. Let me sit down.
Yeah, it's much
Sorry,
better. No, it's all
sorry.
right.
So I was speaking with Diane, with my sister, and she work around 12. I think she go to work from 12 and she go home at 8 o'clock. But sometimes they have overtime. But today their office, their manager said that they will change their schedule from 10 to 7 so they can go home because the curfew starting at 8 p.m. by tomorrow night, right? I mean, I think it started tonight.
Yeah, so
So
tonight.
but she said they also have overtime. So she said, what's she gonna do? Because maybe it will be extended to 7:30. I hope somebody can answer this because she was asking me how she gonna go home if the curfew is by 8 p.m. Is there available FX or available vehicle or transportation going back to Pasig from
Mm-hmm.
Ortigas to Pasig? So that's her question. I cannot answer it because I didn't hear it from the for any meeting. Nobody asked that question. So I hope somebody can answer it.
Yeah, Kay, you like the news. Every time something's happening, Kay seeing what's going on, like right as it happens. So like Donald
Yes.
Donald Trump had the state of emergency yesterday, and she probably found out before a lot of people in the U.S. She's oh, Donald Trump's having a state of emergency right now. So, Kay, you should be a newscaster. I mean, you're doing it right now, but you should be a live newscaster.
Yeah, I know because you know what, Jay, when I woke up in the morning, you're sleeping so tight and I'm already browsing what's happening in the world in the news
Yeah.
until like the whole time I was just watching looking on Facebook because sometimes there's some news that you cannot see on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. But thank you. I really want to be a newscaster before I want to be a lawyer and then I want to be a newscaster because
Well, I think you should pursue it. I think we can really make this something what we do together. I think we should turn it into something for real because we both have big mouths, and that's what's needed for newscasting.
you stop flirting with me, Jay. This is coronavirus time. No kissing.
No, it's true because we both
I'm
can sit there and
kidding.
talk to ourselves for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and keep going and just come up with conversation. So, well, we'll speak about that later. But Jay Maverick says how the grocery stores there here it's crazy. People fighting over toilet paper. Well, it's funny because that's the only thing that's still left. Believe it or not, like all of the alcohol goes quickly. But what they did, it's funny. Kay, tell them what happened. Kay, oh wait. Let me tell you what they did. What they did, Jay. And I felt like it was a smack in the face of everybody, right? So the whole alcohol section is empty. Then they put all of the tissue there. So they're trying to psychologically tell people, wait a minute, you're missing the tissue. You didn't get the tissue. So that's what they're doing because they know what's happening in other grocery stores. So they put the tissue there, saying, okay, yeah, let's see when they'll finally get a hold of the tissue because they're not buying it like that. And that's the thing out here in the Philippines, they're not buying up the tissue yet. But the reason why people are buying tissue is because instead of buying a new mask, you could get a mask that's permanent and just pop another tissue in there, and it'll filter out some of the air. So
And also, Jay, I just watched somebody today. She made a mask out of a tissue. She just fold
see,
it. All you
it's
need to
gonna be
do
over
is
now.
like a
Yeah,
garter. All you need to do is just
yeah.
a garter. You need to have a bunch of garter, and you can make a lot of tissue using a lot of mask using a tissue.
Mhm.
And it's
I
very
know,
easy. You just use a
I know.
scotch tape. I was
Hmm.
like, oh my gosh, this is very easy. All you need to do is
And
a garter.
She showed it on. Where did you see it? On
It, it,
Facebook.
I think it's either she's a Chinese or she's from Korea. I saw it on YouTube. I watched the video. It was showing on my feed. So I was like, let me. You need to mute yourself when I'm speaking, because
Oh yeah, no, I got the. Sorry, hold on. Let me. I
yeah,
got
I'll
that.
mute when you talk. Now, what I'm trying to say is, she used the tissue, the not the regular tissue, the roll tissue, not that one, the other tissue, the paper tissue where you use in the kitchen. Yeah, you can show it over there on the top of the refrigerator. That one on the top of the refrigerator. That's the tissue that she used. She just combined two tissue together and she folded, put folded a little bit, put the garter, put the scotch tape, and voila, it's already a mask. So you can actually use it. I think you don't need to have a lot of garter. All you need to do is just one garter and just cut it all the time and just reuse the garter. If ever you cannot get a lot of garter. I mute myself now.
Well, no, what's crazy is that this is the same tissue, Jay, that they added on the shelf in place of the alcohol. So I guess the person that owns the store, they're Chinese, so they know what's going on. They probably know about that already. And this is what they're promoting right now. So they're trying to sell out of their tissue too. So strategic marketing in these supermarkets, and they're laughing all the way to the bank. They're laughing all the way to the bank. But that's what's happening, Jay. It's the same thing here. Just from the last time I was at the store, I didn't see that they were buying this out, but I'm sure it's going to. That's why I told my wife that we're going to use it for not for wiping things down. We're going to save it for our masks because we do have masks. Not the masks that you buy, and throw out. We have the ones that you can have for a long time. You just wash it every day you come home, let it dry, and then go out with it the next day. So we're gonna once we run out of tissues that we have inside, we're gonna start using these. And how many packs did we get, Kate? Packs of tissue did we get? Packs of tissue.
Again, Jay, how many?
Oh no, so how many packs of tissue do we have?
No, that's the only tissue we have, the one on the top of the refrigerator. That's the tissue we have only. So hopefully people will
We have
not
two
do.
packs. Oh no, we're gonna go. We're gonna have to go tomorrow and get it. We're going out anyway tomorrow and get
I just
tissue.
hope people will not do a panic buying when it comes to tissue here because
They
as
will.
Jay said, is there's a lot of tissue when we went last Friday. And as he said also, they put it on the alcohol and they cover the name of the alcohol, the price, they put a paper on it. So people will not notice that there's alcohol there before. I just took a picture of that, so
Hmm.
they put a tissue there.
Yeah, it's true. And these grocery stores are laughing all the way to the bank. They are laughing all the way to the bank, And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. That's just the times. It's the sign of the times. I don't know
Nobody's
the
commenting.
rest of the song, huh?
Nobody's commenting.
No, people are. Let me see what Jeffrey said. Uh, Not so effective paper towel. Yeah, no, it's true. It's not that effective. Your device is unconnected, kid. Jay says, "Wow, yeah, Jay, it's definitely wow." I'll add you back, kid. Yeah, it's definitely wow. Um, no, paper towel works because you can put it inside of your device disconnected again, Kay. You can put it inside of your mask if you have a mask. I don't know if we have it. Kay, the mask is over there. I'll show you guys the one I have. I have a Bane mask. I have something like a Bane mask that you can actually connect. But yeah, guys. So thank y'all for coming. You coming, Kay? Well, she's not coming right now. So yeah, that's what's going on. I laid it out online for you guys. Just start looking at getting your own farms. I need to start looking into that myself. And times are changing out here. You can't rely on governments, even though we have to. We have no choice to. But it's kind of like the shirt that I came up with, right? My clothing line. And I'm not saying to sell it. I'll tell you guys, I call my clothing line false autonomy, right? The reason why it's a false state of feeling independent. So no matter where you are in the world, you will never be independent. As long as you're under a government, you will never be independent. As long as they control your resources, you will never be independent. So people who think they're independent, they think they have all this money. It's a false state of feeling independent. It's not real. And you got to get right with yourself. You got to get your own food. Yeah, there goes the mask there. And we can add a tissue right in there where her mouth is and filter it out a little bit.
This is the mask that I order in Shopee when Taal issue came, like last way back January. So I
Hmm.
ordered this. I know that this is gonna be coronavirus. So I'm happy I did because it is buy one take one, and it has 10 filter each. So that we are prepared just in case we need to go out and buy some food.
Hmm. Yeah.
Washable.
So that's usually the best one to have is the washable mask. So you don't have to keep buying masks over and over again. That's the best mask to
Hmm.
get. So let me see what Jeffrey says. So hometown, Biko, Nagasaki, they found one person positive from the virus. Hope the situation should be resolved. as soon as possible. Yeah,
Mm.
I hope so too. Well, in order for it to be resolved, we've seen China with the scare, but we've seen China, they have the technology and they have the resources to fix the situation. The rest of the world is late. I don't know what's going on in China, what they have that, and how they're fixing people so fast. I do know that a lot of people just healing just from their own immune systems, but they do have something out there. Yeah, it does feel like it's back in 1972. They do have something out there they're using. It would be great if they shared it with the world. Um, Mostly, I know natural remedies. I'm sure that they would help you fight it. So, can it help you fight it and keep yourself healthy? I think it can. It can help you from even getting it. Usually, when you're taking good care of yourself, when you eat in a certain way. So I need to make some life changes myself. I need to be more healthy. This is the time to be more healthy, and it's time for all of us to be more healthy. So yeah, it's a big change going on in our life, guys. A big change. A big
And
change.
also, we need to pray too as well because
Yes.
God will always listen to our prayer, to our pray for the guidance and trust Him that everything will be okay. But of course,
Hmm.
aside from that, you need to do your action too. You
Yes.
could just pray and do not do anything like doesn't follow the rules. So I think we just need to really pray harder and get closer to the Lord. Just to
Yes,
share
that's right.
about the Korea and Italy, Jay, because I was
Okay.
watching a reporter the other day, and they're talking about the different way of Korea and Italy in fighting this virus. They said that Korea is more effective because they bring out a lot of test kits, so they able to identify right away who are the one who has a coronavirus, and they're able to save them compared to Italy, what they did is lockdown, but it take forever for them to lock down. So that's why
Yeah.
he said that I think Korea is more effective than Italy on how they fight the outbreak. So I just
Mm-hmm.
want to share because if you see the world update right now, as of now in Italy, earlier when we check is 17,000, and the
It's
death is
more.
like, yeah, 17,000 people is being affected now, and the death is like,
Yeah.
I don't know, 1 2 or 1 3, compared to
Mm-hmm.
Or Korea, and China is like 80,000 and 60,000 recovered. So it's like, and Korea too, Korea is 8,000 affected, and I think
Mm-hmm.
79
Mm-hmm.
or something for the death cases.
Yeah, but China figured it out too because it's no possible. Let me just see here. Coronavirus live stream.
Hello, Mama Sandy. Nasa Pilipinas ka, sis. Are you in the Philippines right now, or you're currently living abroad, or staying abroad? We will try, guys, if we can blog the the situation here. But YouTube is a little bit strict when it comes to this kind of issue because they're gonna put it unlimited ads, or saying, Jay, that you will be demonetized or something if you post something about the issue, especially if your
Yeah.
title is coronavirus. But maybe if your title is about lockdown, it's maybe not like that. So just change your
Mm-hmm.
title to different thing so that it will not be, deleted by YouTube.
Yeah. So here, I'm sure you guys seen this before. It's right on YouTube. Coronavirus live stream count, and it shows China has 65,000 people recovered, 80,000 cases, 65,000 recovered. Italy, 17,000, 14,000 recovered. Iran, 3,500 recovered. And it just shows some of the numbers. Now,
Can you
this
check
is
Philippines?
amazing. Huh?
Can you check Philippines?
Philippines 111. It's really a lot. See, you just said that too earlier, and that's what it's documented
No,
here.
that's updated now. That's updated.
It's updated. No, it's updated. It's automatic update. Meaning this would get it before. Well, no, actually, Philippines would have to report it, but I believe this counter would get it before the news, before they report it on the news. It comes here.
No, it's
So
not because this Jojo, I was speaking with sis Jojo. She's looking on 98. And then I
okay,
just mentioned to her that's 111. It depends. Maybe it depends on your live. Maybe this is not the one she's looking.
yeah,
She's
it's just
looking
I'm
for
sure it's probably
other
not.
live stream. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is the main one I've been looking at. This one is up to date. And see, this is the thing, 150, right? 72,000 people recovered, right? That's mostly here. Think about that. That's probably the safest place to be in the world right now. Okay, you're there. You know you're gonna get. That's what I'm talking about. You know you're going to get help there. Like before, people say, "No, don't go to China. Don't go to China." Yes, go to China. Not for vacation. Everybody's locked inside. Only thing is expensive there. If China was cheaper, say if China was the same price as the Philippines, I'll be happy to run over there right now and just chill out there because nobody is outside, so you're not going to contract it. You can go get food as long as you're protected. Go get food, you know, and then if you get sick, they have the right care there.
No, Jay, but if you watch the video where some police officer is trying to catch this kid that's riding in like BTS or MRT, it's too much the way they treat the people who has a virus because I think this family doesn't like to. They doesn't say the story. It's just they're showing the video where they're trying to catch some people who has a virus inside the MRT in China, and they're hurting them because they doesn't like to maybe to comply or to be checked. So it's like I still rather stay here in the Philippines than go to China because
Of course, but I'm
they're
just
so
saying.
strict there. They're so strict.
No,
It's still better.
well, well, you know what though? It's helping, isn't it? It's
Yeah, it's
helping.
helping, but
But that's
what if
why.
they doesn't show everything? It doesn't show all the news. That's the only the number. But how they fight that is like because I was watching this kid when this coronavirus came out last January, end of January. There's one YouTuber who always saying he's the one who always giving information
Yeah, I remember
about
that guy.
China. Yeah, the
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
and then he's
He's a
going to the
man.
hospital. Iceman, okay, whatever. But he's a guy. So he went to the hospital, he take videos, and then he uploaded to his. Oh no, we were. He uploaded to YouTube, and then one day somebody knocked on his house, and then he said, "Oh, I need to talk to you." They're trying to lure him so he will stop what he's doing. Like, "Oh, no, to talk to you," something like that. There's a story like that that I'm hearing myself.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Wallace?
Hello, Wallace. Like, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. They're
Mm-hmm.
showing the result of how many recovered or how many was being affected, but you doesn't know what's really the exact situation when you're in Wuhan, how they treat the people there. So I rather stay in the
Well, I'm
Philippines.
sure. Of course, well, of course, I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking to travel anywhere. I'm just saying, they try to scare people away from it, but look at the recoveries that they're having there. You understand?
Maybe because the people there are very healthy. Because in the Philippines, the the ano to, the life expectancy, they said that the other day, is like for a woman is 70 to 80 something, and for the men is like 68. The time you're gonna be alive
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
way the living of the people. But not, I'm not saying
Mm-hmm.
everybody. I'm saying that's according to their statistics. But
Mm-hmm.
compared to Korea, compared to China, they may be like 82, 8, higher than the Philippines. So I think the reason they recovered because there's no medicine for COVID. Yes, Jay, there's no medicine yet. So they just using regular medicine. Like if you have cough, this is what you're gonna drink. Because I was listening to someone yesterday. I know earlier she was live. She was one of the secretary of DOH, or a secretary, or she's a
Well,
lady. I forgot her name, but she said that as of now there's no treatment yet. So if ever
no,
you get sick, go ahead, Jay.
I believe. Well, I know what you're saying, and they keep saying that because they don't want people to take control of themselves, right? I think what's happening in China, like you said, they are being healthy. They have natural remedies that they've used for years, for not even years, for centuries. They have these remedies that they've used. Think about it. The ginseng and all the stuff that I get. That's all. A lot of those remedies are from China. All these natural herbs that they have out there. You know, think about it. They have natural herbs to fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're doing, and these natural herbs are working because they have natural herbs that help with antivirals. For instance, echinacea, right? You know what that is? That's an herb.
Mm-hmm.
Garlic is what? Garlic is a plant.
Actually, the garlic thingy that they said about this virus, when virus came out, they said you just need to boil 8 pieces of garlic. It's coming from China too, the people there. But of
Hmm.
course, we know garlic. We both know
Yeah,
about
you know.
garlic. But the message that being shared, that they suggest that for you to fight the virus is to boil eight pieces of cloves, garlic, and then boil it and just drink the water.
Hey, hey guys, you know what's even better than that? 8 cloves of garlic. You take 2 cloves of garlic and just chew it straight up.
Oh
That's
no,
you're
that's
getting
nasty.
all the allicin directly in your body. You can feel it's even spicy. When you feel the allicin go in and you feel that kick that hits your chest, it doesn't hit your chest. It sound like make it sound like it's killing you. But you feel it go in, like you feel the allicin, you feel the spiciness from the allicin go inside your body. Like you feel like it's healing you. That's what you want to feel. You want to actually chew on the garlic, right? Get it in. If you got echinacea pills, you maybe take that, break that out, make a smoothie out of it. Okay. Just look up these different remedies. Look up remedies that help kill cancer. You know, look up those remedies and say, okay, you know what? What do I have to do? I have to go raw. If you eat any vegetable raw, like you guys know, back in the day when Jesus was healing the blind and all of that, he used remedies from the ground. Remedies were used from the ground. He picked up the eye salve, put it on the guy's eyes. Okay,
That's for the guys. For the girls, I have suggestion.
guys,
No,
everybody.
if the girls, if you can take what Jay suggests, just have honey. What I did is I cut
Oh, yeah.
the garlic
She don't
into.
eat raw garlic with the Allison. She's a
This
little
is
baby
for
girl.
girl suggestion. So if you cannot eat the one garlic, all you need to do is just get one clove, cut into small pieces like cubes, and then put it in a spoon. Put the honey and then swallow it. Don't do not do not bite it. Do not chew it. Just swallow it, and it automatically goes to your body.
Hold up. You said it. You said it, brother. Hold up. This you said it. This is the thing they're doing. This is what they're doing in the media. The main problem is the media are only reporting death, even though this is a vicious virus. They're only reporting deaths. They're not reporting how many people survive the virus, which is way more. They don't want to promote. See, the whole thing is to keep people in a state of fear. The more you're in a state of fear, it's easier to die. Even an older person. If you already have a weak immune system, you're thinking, "Oh, I'm going to die from this thing." Most chances, what you tell yourself is going to happen. If you keep telling yourself, "I'm going to live, I'm going to live, I'm going to live," you know what? You're just going to live. If you keep saying, "Oh, I can die, I can die, I can die," you may just turn around and die. So the mind is a strong thing. The mind is so strong to where a baby could be under a car, right? And a woman could say, "I got to get this car for my baby," and actually lift up a car. Superhuman, people. We are superhuman with the power of God.
I
You
just want
know,
to share, Jay, the outbreak we watched last time in Netflix, which is True to Life
don't.
story.
Sorry, let me say this. Don't have too much of that attitude as far as everything in life. What I mean by that, I'm not have that attitude, but in a way, be realistic. Don't go stand in front of a bus and say, "Oh, yeah, I'm Superman." But yeah, okay.
No, no, I just want people to watch if they have time, because this is
Hey,
very inspiring. The video we watch in Netflix, this is like a this is a documentary where the Ebola went to
hold
Africa.
on. Yeah,
Where can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you. Good.
Yeah, remember we watch it. There's a lady that she's a nurse. when Ebola, how do you say it?
Ebola, you
Ebola?
said it right. You said Ebola.
Okay.
Ebola.
So guys, if you have time, is really inspiring, especially in this time of outbreak that we're experiencing. Because if you search in YouTube, Ebola documentary, and not YouTube, I mean in Netflix, you will see
Netflix.
this video of the lady that she's the one who directly speak with ambassador. I think it's ambassador from the US or from
Mm-hmm.
Africa or something, directly talking to the person. The whole hospital was being infected, and
Mm-hmm.
all of his colleague was being quarantined, and she's the only one who survived. Like, she has a strong faith. She just drink whatever they suggest to drink, and she just have
Yeah.
a very strong faith. So sometimes, as you said, Jay, sometimes it's about your mind. Your mind is stronger.
Yep.
Like, if you know you're gonna be healthy, you will be healthy. But of course, you need to do something. So you need to
Yeah.
fight. The spirit is the spirit that really
Yeah.
save you.
She was the only one there in the hospital because like the other people gave up and stopped taking the medicine, right? She kept getting up, drinking the water.
But the Ebola is crazy. It's like their face is changing. Like,
Yeah, it did change their face.
oh
Yeah,
man,
it did change
yeah.
their face. But no, Ebola was stronger, I believe. I believe it was stronger. This here is more like an upper respiratory problem, like a cold or a flu. Ebola was something serious. Like it actually really attacked your body hard. This is a little bit lighter than Ebola, but that's why I think it can be fought. And don't let them see. The thing is, they have these reports going out saying, don't believe in natural remedies, right? Don't believe in these things. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, if you take garlic or if you take echinacea or if you do this and you do that, that everything's gonna be okay. Well, with yourself doing those things, you're actually giving your body what it needs to fight those things. To where you're not just using your own immune system, you're using extra. You know, let me see. I can really go deep into this, but keep in mind, keep this, keep, keep this, but keep in mind the viruses and stock market things are getting really low. The rich want low stock prices, so they come. Yeah, yeah, I know that. We were talking about that earlier. While it's like you weren't here, we got into a deep conversation about that earlier, where we talked about the prices dropping and for different types of things. Also, if the dollar's going to drop, yeah. So a smart thing to do is start buying stock and property now while the rates are low because it's never going to get this low again for centuries. Well, I wouldn't go dive deep into it, but I see what you're saying. I would just be scared. It's like you got to take a risk, So okay, you know what? I'll buy it. If it keeps dropping, so be it. But who knows if it goes back up? That's taking a gamble. You got to be a gambler, and ain't nothing wrong with gamblers. It may work, and you can mess around and change your life if you have enough stock. If you can buy enough stock, but just me, I wouldn't take the chance in that. I'm thinking now. It's time to have my own farm somewhere and do that. You know, so that so I can control my own resources. Maybe
I was
dig
thinking,
dig a
Jay.
well, have my own water in the well. You know, and that's it. What happened here?
No, no, I was thinking I should buy another plant again of mint and basil, so that, because my basil died already, so I need to buy another basil plant. So just in case we want to cook something, we can use some, vegetables if ever it's not available in the market no more. Because we never know what's going to happen. We just need to have
Yeah,
faith. Like, you know, don't be afraid. It's still like half half. Like, but this one is being quarantined, right? The Manila is being quarantined, right?
yeah.
In 9 minutes. In 9 minutes. So
Hmm.
I was thinking we should get another basil plant where we can harvest, because it's really working. We harvest a lot of time last time, and my basil died already. Anyway, just want to
Hmm.
share. Wallace Step has a lot of plants, so I'm sure when he need a lot of vegetables, he can provide. He can have it. He has that in his garden.
Hmm. Go out on Thursday. What up? If we were just in Philippines and go out on Thursday. So you just got here and you locked down? I don't know where you are though. You could be fine where you are. But that'd be crazy. You just got here and you locked down. But if you come here, no one's gonna be locked down. It's different. So I wonder. I don't. Dante's probably not here anymore, but I wonder if he's talking about shutting down Chinatown and the Philippines, or I don't know. I think he's talking about U.S. That makes sense though. That makes sense. Chinatown, shutting down Chinatown in New York. That definitely would make sense. I mean, they should be shutting down everywhere in New York. They should be shutting down most of the city. You know, if you don't need to be there, you shouldn't be there. But in New York City too, it's kind of like Manila. You know, it can get very packed.
I don't think they're gonna shut down here. It doesn't announce yet, but do you know that Mayor Isko Moreno, they have an app, so you can connect to them directly in the app. They created an app just announced today on his live. There's a YouTuber who's live and he announced there will be an app where people in not in Metro Manila, I mean in Manila. This is
Hmm.
for Manila only. They can actually log into this app. If you can just search, I forgot the name because I just watching it for a little bit. I didn't really like watch it for a long time. So there's an
Hmm.
app where you can log in and he said this is like a Facebook. He's saying it in the in the cool way. This is like a Facebook. You log in and if ever, I think this is you can use so you can connect to I know to. I didn't know yet. Sorry, but there's an app for Manila. So just in case you want to check, just search it in Google the app that you can download in Manila if you are in Manila right now.
Hmm.
Do you know
Yeah.
what, Jay? In Thailand, just to share again, sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Okay. Okay.
I was speaking with Sis Georgia earlier on her live. She said that in Thailand there is an app where you can see where is the part of Thailand who has a virus. There's like a circle there. There's a virus there, so you can avoid those places, so you will not be you will not be affected.
Hmm.
All right, that's it.
Well, well, I think avoiding those places wouldn't be the right thing to do. I don't think I would worry about that. You know, just don't shake nobody's hand. See, the thing is, at a state we're in now, all around the world, you know, as long as you're not shaking nobody's hand, my new thing is wearing long sleeves. That's my new thing. I'm gonna start wearing long sleeves every day. So when I'm walking around, say if somebody happens to sneeze or something by me, you know, my arms are covered, my legs are covered. You know, I just want to make sure my body's fully covered, and I feel like I should be fine. But I think things are gonna go on a lot longer than people are thinking. You know, I think it'll be 3 to 6 months before things ease up. And you know, yeah, China. You're right, Dante. I was Chinatown is everywhere.
Somebody said hi to your beautiful wifey. You didn't read that, Jay. I see it.
I didn't read it.
Hi for this life. I'm kidding. You're too serious.
You
You
want
need
that
to put
post?
that on.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for this life. I'm
Okay.
joking.
I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there for a little while. I know Kay
Oh,
wants
well,
some shine.
I'm just joking.
I'll leave that there for a little while. All right, gone. All right, gone. No, no, it's back a little bit longer. It's back. It's back. A little bit longer. But yeah, yeah. So that's the thing. That's what's happening right now. I feel like I need to speak to you guys on more of a regular basis. You know, if Kay's up to it, I'm definitely up to it because you know, I don't feel comfortable going out yet to make videos. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. I think when our hat comes that covers like our full head, I think we'll be out. I'll just make sure to wear some long sleeves. I have some gloves that I can wear already. Just gotta get all my pants washed, all of my long shirts washed, and you know, prepare. Be prepared.
Yeah,
Be prepared
I
to.
ordered a cover, hat with a plastic cover,
Yeah, it
transparent
comes down to
inside.
here. So if anybody sneezes down here, sneezes on you or around you, it won't hit you because you got like a plastic cover on your face. It's kind of like it looks like a we call it like a quarantine, like something you have when you have some quarantine in the hospital and you don't want nothing to get on you. So yeah, that's what we're gonna start walking around in. And I told Kay that before. I said, Kay, we're gonna have to start walking around in hazmat suits, and that may just be the case. We start walking around in hazmat suits. We'd be hot outside sweating, but it'll be a good workout. Maybe run and get some cardio in the mask. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. But sometimes you want to be safe. Shout out to Food is Life. Thank you. Oh, it's done. Just kidding. The closing contest are in Phoenix.
Oh,
Ah,
hold on. You want some
oh
more
wow.
shine? Okay.
So, whoa,
All
joking,
right.
Jay.
Hey, get your shine. Get some more shine. Shout out to Food is Life. Hi to your beautiful wifey. Food is Life. How was your wifey? How was your wifey? Food is Life. I know. Okay, let me hear you say it. Okay. What's going on? Hello? Kenpo? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I went to. I know. I was trying to check the chat box because on the phone you could actually go to home and go to YouTube, even though I'm still here. I
Okay.
just muted myself. So yeah, thank you for this live shout out forever. Just kidding. It's our face. Hello, my hair is all over the place. That's why I'm not showing my face right now, guys. Because
No, it's nighttime. You're chilling.
maybe for this live will change his mind and he gonna change it to different words. So we'll just skip on this one. There's closing school and churches in Phoenix. Same here in the
Yeah.
Philippines. They're
Mm-hmm.
closing even churches. They suggest to do online or live service because mostly being going to be affected also is kids because kids
Yeah.
touch everywhere. I'm so
Sure.
lucky. I'm so happy that I decided to come here to the Philippines and Jay come here to the Philippines because if I'm still living in Thailand and still teaching, I was always sick almost like every month because my students and I'm an advisor for kindergarten one, so the ages is like 3 to 4 years old, and they're like sometimes they go to school, they have cough or they have colds, and then I'm holding them, or sometimes I'm talking to them and they get sneeze, and the teacher will be the one to get all the viruses as well. So in Thailand, I think every 2 months I'm always sick. Like I'm getting sick every 2 months, not every month, every 2 months. So I'm happy that I'm back here in the Philippines, so I don't need to teach the kids because if especially in this time. I love teaching my student in Thailand. It's just this time of coronavirus. I'm happy that I'm not teaching right now there. Hello, the Wallace Live. Hello, the J Maverick Show. So Wallace Live, do you still have a lot of plants? Do you have a lot of plants in your garden?
Oh, I forgot he got the gardener. I forgot about that. So
Yeah.
give us some garden tips, brother.
I think he has a
I for-
special hand. He has a special hand so he can grow. Because me, I this is the second time to buy plants. Sometimes I'm lazy to water it. I water it every day, but sometimes when you're doing something, I forgot.
yeah. Well, guys, make sure you subscribe to the Wallace Life. He shows some different garden tips on his channel. Right now, it's the time to garden, so it's the time to watch the Wallace Life. So make sure y'all watch. I'm definitely gonna be looking out for some tips to see what he's learned over his time with his garden. I think it's been about a year now, and here he is.
and
He's ready to let you know about his business.
and also it's
Hello.
showing Amazon. Hi, Wallace Life. Hello, Sean.
Hello.
Oh,
I
he said
just
it's snowing. It. You got the seeds. Okay.
yes, it's actually snowing here. I'm at
Oh,
work. Of all places, I'm at work. I don't know if you can
Mhm.
see it, but it's snowing here. Let me flip this
See.
around.
oh yeah. It's
People coming on
obvious.
the car, on the windshield.
It looks
They
like it's
said it was,
broken.
yeah, they said it was going to snow today. So, and they were right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but my garden, I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick because I have to go back in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but my garden, I've already bought plants. I've already bought I have bought a grapevine, like a grape,
Mm-hmm.
green grape and a purple grape. I'm gonna plant those. I was supposed to plant them today, but it's snowing. I bought some strawberries. I have
Mm.
seed. I have a bunch of vegetable seeds that I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start
Okay.
those indoors and then take them outside. So my garden is not ready yet because the weather's crazy.
Yeah, I know
Hmm.
that.
But yeah, like I was saying,
But soon, because
everybody
fall,
needs
spring
to
is coming.
learn how to grow their own food. It's
Very
nothing like
true.
it's
Yeah,
nothing
very
like
true.
my
That's what we were
wife.
talking about earlier. We were talking about earlier, and I said that's what the world will end up coming down to. Say if the dollar drops and don't have any money in anything, what are we gonna do? We got to grow our own food.
Yeah, you see right now the shelves, the food is starting to be gone off the shelves.
Yeah. Yep.
There's no tomatoes. There's no bell pepper. There's no cucumber. So it's so easy to just throw that seed in the ground and grow it, and you can go right out your back door and grab it, make your
Mm-hmm,
salad.
hmm.
Like it's that
Yeah.
easy.
That's what it's
Yeah,
coming down to, man.
if I was there in the Philippines, trust me, I would have a garden and have vegetables and fruit all year long. But
Be
here in
back there.
Indiana, it's snowing. I can't do that.
So you need to show your hand, Wallace. Like maybe you have a special hands. That's why
Oh,
the plant is always alive.
it's just a regular hand. It's just a regular hand. Nothing special about it. It's
Yeah.
not the green thumb that you hear about. People say that because it's all about if you really want something, you're going to go after it. If you want to eat that certain food, you're going to find a way to get there. You're going to pay your pesos, get on a jeepney, and go to that Jollibee or wherever because you want it.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
if you want food, trust me, you're going to sit there and try to grow it if you can grow
Hmm.
it. It's so easy, and you just water it. Throw it down
Yeah.
there, water it. That's all it takes. Don't
Hmm.
avoid
I
it.
agree.
It's just like having a pet or kids. You gotta take care of it.
Gotta
Don't
feed
let
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let it get dehydrated.
Mhm.
I agree with that because I we have basil here and mint. Whenever I
Mhm.
water it every day, we're able to harvest it. But when we go to vacation in Boracay and I stop watering it for a few days, when I come back, it's already like 4 days after. But I got lazy because it's in our balcony, so I
Yeah,
never pass by on it. It's like it's not really like when you go outside you can see it. I really
yeah,
need to go to the balcony. So, but there's some plants that's still alive. I able to survive. I able to revive it. What do we call revive? Some plants,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the
Some of those
basil is dead.
plants you can just add some more water to it and they'll come back alive. They're
Hmm.
just dormant.
Yeah, I was surprised.
But how you guys doing over there? I'm
We
hearing a
doing
lot
good,
of
man.
stuff. I'm hearing a lot of stuff and I'm reading a lot of stuff, but I can't really count on the media to tell the full truth.
Well, what the media is saying is true. K probably gives a better explanation than I do, but I can
Mhm.
tell you this: they locked down
Reporter.
Manila. Manila's knocked down, right? We can't leave out of Manila from now until April. What is it? April 10th, K or 15th? So a full
April
month.
14.
April 14th. So a full month. We stuck here, and I don't see it stuck here because I wasn't taking any vacations anytime soon, anyways. But you know,
So you can't travel outside of Manila. So
can't.
do they have like military people at the roads or something outside of Manila, like right out at the border?
I don't
Yes,
know. I didn't see
there is.
that.
They
Yeah.
said they will. They have like 187,000. Like PNP, the police officer. They will go around the checkpoint
Mhm.
in Manila because some people you can still go to work if you're staying in Cavite and you're working in Metro Manila. You can still enter the Metro Manila, but you need to
Oh,
show ID
yeah,
that you're working in the job inside Metro Manila and barangay clearance that you show that you're living in Cavite. So when you go out from Metro Manila, you can show that. So they still need to, they have a lot of police officer that gonna be around and check if people are not following the curfew. They're gonna be a lot of like starting tomorrow. I think starting tonight. It's already started.
so you have to be inside your home.
Well,
No, 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 not really. You just need to be. You can't be walking the street. Like, say, you can't just be walking around and going to the bar, things like that. Like, say, if you're going to and back and forth from work is allowed, but people
Okay.
just
yeah.
hanging out in the street, just chilling out, no, that can't happen.
Okay, okay. But
because the curfew
if
is
you need to
yeah.
go to the grocery store or something, you can go do that and go back home.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But they suggest if you can do it during the non-curfew hour, which is before 8 p.m. They suggest you to
Oh,
go to the grocery store because 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. it's curfew already. The people that should be outside is those people who's working in a call center, a health worker,
oh,
regular person that going to unless you need to buy medicine. But they said if you can do it the following day, just do it on the day that is not curfew hours to
Mhm.
avoid,
okay. All right.
But you
arrested
know
or
what's
something.
crazy? You know what's crazy? It's probably better to be out at night because you'll avoid a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Say, if you can go, if you found we're going to 7-Eleven or something to get a couple of groceries, or, you can find a market somewhere that stays open, I mean, it would probably be best for me to get out when nobody's around because you can
Yeah.
avoid people.
No.
I know what you're saying, Kay, but still, no, I'm not trying to break the rules. I'm just saying, but there's really no grocery stores that are open that late. But if there
I don't
were,
think so,
that's
Jay.
hmm?
I don't think so. They
I
may
know it's
close
curfew,
early.
go around the curfew because if you really don't want to come across with people, that would be the time to not you know speak to
Yeah.
too many people or to engage with too many people. Because
Yeah.
during the day,
I understand what you're
yeah,
saying.
during the day in Manila, people are everywhere. You go
Yeah.
somewhere, you go to a tricycle terminal. There's people like maybe
Yeah.
40, 50 people there. That's how
Yeah.
Manila is.
And
You know.
it's more of a madhouse during the day because everybody because all this going on. So it's more exaggerated in a way.
Yeah,
Some people
exactly.
just going crazy because they're definitely
Exactly.
going crazy here over some toilet paper. That's for sure.
Hmm.
I don't know what with the toilet paper.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Peace City Sports in the Philippines is shut down.
Oh
What?
wow.
No, he was asking the sports in the Philippines shut down.
No, they mentioned about the Palagong Pambansa. It's like a yearly game where all the people from different provinces will go to a specific place here in Manila. And then I heard that they will be canceling it and they will just reschedule it, but I'm not sure if it's finalized. I heard that before that they will cancel the Palagong Pambansa. Palago means sport, country sport.
Oh
Say it
wow.
in English, something like that.
Look at
Well,
this
they're gonna
snow,
have
guys.
Oh wow.
More fun in the Philippines.
to.
So hot. It's so hot. It's so hot nowadays here. Very, very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flip
It's
over.
raining there.
Yeah.
it's snowing. Okay, that's not raining. That's
It's not
snow.
raining. Raining of
Oh, raining
snow.
snow.
It's like it's like really big snowflakes coming down right now.
Yeah.
But guys,
No, it,
I gotta get back in here because
All right, later, man.
they're gonna wonder where I'm at.
I know how it
I'm,
is.
I just tell them I was in the Philippines for a little bit.
Yeah, that's how it is. The slave master has to come to work,
oh yeah.
man.
So
Yeah, I'm glad you
um,
said that, Jay. I'm glad you said that because I
You
was
can't
still
say it
thinking that. He's
right now.
calling me.
Word.
Yeah.
it's a flag
All
of the
right, guys.
Philippines right there.
Y'all take care and be safe out there.
All right,
Bye
thanks, man. Speak
bye.
to you later.
All right. Bye.
Pissy, that's right. Having your own food and what type of precautions in the Philippines is the Philippines taking on coronavirus? Well, they're taking the precautions needed. They locked down the city. Kay was just talking about that. They locked down Manila, and you know they're going to lock down other areas if necessary. Meaning the coronavirus hasn't spread to too many areas yet, from what they can tell from the testing. They don't have enough test kits, and I think the entire world doesn't have enough test kits. It seems like China has all of them for some reason. I'm not sure why, but
No, no. China's just today. China sent 2,000 test kit here in DOH, and then I think Korea sent 1,000 test
2000.
kit.
They said
2,000 test kit.
2000.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So it's gonna pick up then. That's good. It's a good thing. Only thing that's scary, we're gonna see a lot
Mm-hmm.
of cases formed out of nowhere. So the
Mm-hmm.
numbers are gonna move up drastically in the Philippines.
I
But
think the reason the number is so high, it started from how much, like Monday is like 4 or something, is like added like 20 to 35 to 64 to 98 to 111 today. The reason it's growing because those people person under investigation, the result doesn't came out yet. So when the result came out, that's the time it's adding. I think that's the reason why it's adding. I don't know. That's what they said.
Well, you know, it's funny, David. They already foot the bill anyway. China does. China gave money to U.S. They give money to Africa. They've given money to so many countries. Yeah, actually, they're giving money to everybody. China's gonna own the world pretty soon, man. You know, they made so much money, I
China
guess, from that.
everywhere.
Yeah, China. Yeah, they. I mean, they caused this mess, but they give so much money to the world, and you know, a lot of people don't know, but they even give money to Philippines. I mean,
Yeah, China oil.
China gives money to everybody.
China
Everybody.
oil.
They give money to so many countries in Africa. You know, every place in Africa is a country. They're giving money to like probably half of them. You know, China's on top of it, man. So they are actually. China sent over the test kits today, right? They sent over the test kits, and they should foot the bill. You're right, but
Hmm.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I wish
No,
they
they
would.
said they sent it today.
Yeah, they should the test kits though. Hey Jay, the good thing is there's not a shortage on boxes here, so I got you. Yeah, Chew, when you send those, bro, I'm watching them right away. Those things are getting watched 15 times. We'll have a new blog letter. China should fit the bill for testing in every country. Yeah, they did cause it. And if it really coronavirus more like a corona circus, all the political figures playing their roles on world stage. Yeah, more like a corona circus, all the political figures playing their roles on world stage. Yeah, they all playing their roles. They're all puppets, man. I'm happy you said playing their roles because that's what it is. You know, all of these planned pandemics, you know, and stuff. I mean, it's crazy, man. I'm not a what do you call it, a conspiracy theorist. This stuff is just real. Like all this stuff is predicted. All this stuff happened before. I mean, you know, even all the way down to the weather. These guys are predicting weather, man. First, I didn't believe it. You know, it's crazy. Like when you look at the when you, like I found after I found out they had weather machines and all this stuff, right? And you look up in the Bible, right? And you go, wait a minute. And then this is what I used to think. I used to think, okay, wait a minute, God's gonna cause all this. That's what you think, right? You go, oh, God's gonna cause all of this stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with God, man. Like a lot of people be blaming God, saying, "Oh, God caused this." God ain't causing none of that. God is not causing none of this pain down here. It's people causing pain. It ain't God doing it. You know, it's bugged out. You know, you think about that. Like we down here killing each other. God ain't got nothing to do with that. God created us perfect. He told us to follow His rules. He said to eat this, but you can't eat that. What if we start eating that? And they claiming it's from eating that in China? Okay, what you thought was gonna happen? You're not supposed to be eating it. I mean, he warned you, said, "Don't eat this." Okay, you want to eat that? Okay, boom, you're sick now. And I'm
I
sure it's
remember
happening.
Jay.
You know,
Sorry,
it's
Jay.
crazy.
I want to share. I remember the video that we watched yesterday. The guy who show how this coronavirus came from or
Mhm.
how this started. He mentioned about the place in China when people are eating wild animals, and
Yeah, I know.
then remember they stop
Yeah,
it.
I said that
The
earlier.
government stop it,
They
and
stopped
then
it before, and then the Z's came again.
they came back again because it's billion. They're earning
Yeah,
money from it, and
not a lot of
regular
money.
people earning money from just catching, wild animals or something. So it's
Hmm.
like it's really going to happen because of what they're doing. The government allow it to happen. So they should they oh my, it's crazy. It's like
Yeah,
it's supposed to be not like this. I never experienced this the whole time I was alive in this world. In this world. When I was in Thailand, I heard SARS. I don't know if it's in Thailand, but it never happened like this. Like totally, like you really feel there's a quarantine, there's gonna be a lockdown or something. Because
hmm
we have 5 cases here in Pasig, so soon enough, our mayor, Bico Soto, will have a community quarantine. When we do community quarantine, we cannot go outside of Pasig, Jay. We cannot go to Manila. We cannot go to Taguig or Makati no more. You're gonna
Hmm.
stay and stuck in Pasig. So I'm
Hmm.
not sure when, but as of now, Makati has a lot of cases, but Pasig is also in the top. I think top five or top four of
Hmm.
the city that having a lot of viruses. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And I just want to go back to the cause of it. It's man, like, and
Mhm.
I was saying that before, like, they like to blame things on God, But if somebody died from a heart attack, God didn't suggest you eat that Big Mac. Think about if God had to talk with you. You think you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, eat the Big Mac. It's good for you. Yeah, eat
I
that. As
told
long as
you,
you eat
stop
it,
eating it, Jay. I'm
yeah, shut
kidding.
up." You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm guilty of it. But if I died, I would say, "Oh," or I wouldn't say, "Oh, God took Kay because." No, Kay was eating Big Macs. Kay was eating ham hocks and Big Macs. You know, that's why she died. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, God took my mother." God didn't take your mother. Food took your mother. You know, it's sad because a lot of people like the kids they tell like the kids, and then kids go, "Oh, I don't like God," but God had nothing to do with that. You know,
Yeah.
like God gets a bad name, man. He
Hmm.
gets a bad name for everything. For all his death, and he ain't got nothing to do with it. It's crazy. Almost like being a part of. I heard chlorinique and zinc helps. Yeah, all of that stuff helps, but you got to take more than just a pill. Not when you got to have your raw veggies and you got to eat the eat the cure. You got to eat it, not just take chlorinique, not just take zinc. You got to take products that have zinc in it. You eat oranges, eat raw cabbage. Like how many people just turn around and pick up a cabbage and just start biting it? You got to be different. Like that's going to be the healing properties that you need in your body. Start eating more raw food. More
I'm
raw food.
surprised you can actually eat cabbage raw. I learned that when I was in Thailand. I was like, I never eat raw cabbage. I really don't. But in Thailand, when you eat spicy food, they usually add cabbage into it. So it's like you eat a bad, like beef, the fish ball, right? You eat beef
Mhm.
ball. I don't know how do you call it, beef ball, whatever. But that's my favorite that I always order in the street food. So they usually combine is either pepino, what do you call it, cucumber, or cabbage. So it's like you eat a bad food and you eat vegetable that can help you not to get
Mhm.
disease or something. And I was surprised that you can actually eat cabbage raw and it's delicious, really
Mhm.
sweet. So try, guys, you should try it. It's really delicious eating cabbage fresh
Yeah.
cabbage.
No, you know what it is, Caddy? We are in a movie. We're in a movie, and our full life is recorded. And a lot of people don't believe it, but it's true. And we're in a movie, and we live in hell pretty much. Like people think you go to hell. You don't go to hell. We're already living in it. Think about that. That's deep. You don't go there. You're living in it already. Only thing that you can go to that people consider hell is eternal hellfire, which is not eternal, which you be burnt right up. But we living in the pain now. Look at this. Look at this. It ain't got nothing to do. It's not God's fault either. It ain't got nothing to do with God. It's not God's fault. But this is hell we living in now. All these diseases and think about it. There's organizations that control all of this. There's people that control us. This is hell. It's not God that's bringing us to this pain. It's man and straight evil. And that's what we're going through right now. It's all for control. Everything is for control. Everything, you know, everything is for control. I remember even when Obama got elected, right? I was happy. I even had tears, right? You know, I said, man, Obama, right? I said, wow, Obama's president. I was happy for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I said, wait a minute. I got caught up in that black president thing. I said, black president? I'm like, where they do that at? A black president? This is a trick. He's not the president. Donald Trump ain't the president. George Bush wasn't the president. Duterte is not the president of the Philippines. These people don't control nothing. It's the string pullers that control everything. You know, the string pullers run the world. The secret societies that's controlling the string pullers run the world. The president don't run nothing. Nothing. You know, all presidents just go on the stage. Like I forgot somebody said it. You know, they go put on a show to look good, to look like they're doing something. All the governors and state senators of all the world. You know, well, it's deep. It's deep. You know, people would think I was crazy, but man, I tell you that the straight evenness pull the strings, man. The straight evenness pull the strings. The man that brought sin into the world, man. You know, I know a lot of y'all don't believe in the Bible story and Adam and Eve. That's real. Think about it. Right? Adam and Eve, first Adam and Eve, and wasn't millions of years ago like these scientists claim. It was more like maybe 10,000 years ago. You know, and the Lord allowed Adam and Eve to be tested. Of course, you gotta let them be tested. You gotta know, who am I really dealing with here? They're in the eternal garden. Of course, they gotta be tested. I gotta know if they deserve this, right? So, yeah, money's printed, and we didn't get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get right back into money, and why money is the way it is, and why certain people were killed, like even like Luther King and Malcolm X and John F. Kennedy. It all goes back to money and certain things that was happening in the country. Now, this is what happened, right? Now, so Adam was fine. Eve brought him to sin. That's why women have their period, right? That's why women have painful births. It's because Eve sinned, right? Of course, Adam and Eve is going to be in heaven, by the way. Of course, they got their life right and they're in heaven. So now we got sin in the world. So there's other. I forgot. I gotta get the Bible verse for y'all. I gotta bring this back up. Where it talks about this when Adam met with the sons of men, with the sons of not sons of men, like the sons of the different planets, right? That's what it was saying. It didn't say planets. I gotta find the right verbiage. Adam met with them, and then Satan showed up in place of Adam, because Adam gave over the dominion to the earth to Satan by indulging in sin. So think about it like some space movie kind of stuff, right? And people from different planets show up, and then Satan shows up in place of Adam. And I don't know if anyone out there studies the Bible, they would know what I'm talking about. You can pull up that verse. But anyway, let's get back to the money, right? Let's get back to the money. Now, as you said, money's printed and all of that. Yeah, it is. But before money was printed, money was gold, and we can go all the way back to Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln wanted to stop the printing of money, right? So Abraham Lincoln was killed by John Wilkes Booth, and John Wilkes Booth was a part of the establishment, right? He wasn't. He was just a pawn, and it was about money. John F. Kennedy was killed over money because John F. Kennedy wanted to keep the gold standard available, right? So the powers that be killed him too. Now, when you go down to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, the reason why they were killed is because they already knew that black people were already in the country, just like in the Philippines, just like in Australia, just like all over the world, because the black people were the Indians of America. We didn't go to America. We didn't travel there in a boat. We weren't brought there as slaves. We were already there. We were the Indians. The Indians were black, just like the Indians of the Philippines, just like the Indians of Australia. So it just goes deeper and deeper. It's just deep, and I know it's way over you guys' head, so I'll talk about that another time. But guys, we're approaching 2 hours of being on this live. I'm definitely gonna chat with you guys again. There's gonna be another time we speak. I would love to speak more about what I've learned. I've learned this from I've actually looked up on this more on what's the guy's name? I'm just here to make you think. I'm just here to make you think. And he talks about how the slavery thing was a lie and how we were brought to America was a lie, how we were already there. It shows how, and it's true, the white people that came over there to flee the Catholic Church and to flee the Catholic Church rule came there to a bunch of Indians already there. And think about it. You come to America, right? And you see cornfields, you see all types of plants. We had to teach the people that came over how to plant in the cold because we were the Indians. And if you look back on pictures, you see the Indians mixed in with black people because we were there. You can see pictures of Shannon Sharp looking just like the Indians that were in the land of the U.S. You see Federal Star, different rappers that look like Indian chiefs. My stepfather looks straight Indian. My grandmother, my great grandmother looks like a straight up Indian. Okay. And I wish I had a picture for you guys. You see her face, like she has a lighter skin, but she's a little bit darker. My great grandmother looks like an Indian, and so what happened was, they found a way to take the land from the people and give it to and they gave it to people that came over from other countries, that came from France and all these other countries, and put them in power and took away the land. So Martin Luther King got killed for talking about the land that was taken from us, not from us being slaves, the land that we were the rightful owners of that was taken from us. Well, they wrote these laws to take away lands from the Indians, which were us, not from Africa. There were tons of black people there that were with the Indians, just like in the Philippines. They came over here and took over the Philippines. They went over to Australia, took over that too, just like they did in Africa, just like they did in the Caribbean, all over the world, all over the world. So with that being said, y'all, stay safe, stay awake. Hold on, let me bring Kay back in. Kay, what would you like to say? I was about to end it, babes.
Yeah, I know it's 2 hours. My
Yeah,
last word. Oh, my last word. Guys, stay safe, especially those people here in Metro Manila. I know we are being quarantined. It's not. It's feel like quarantine, but it's almost a lockdown because we cannot go outside Metro Manila. Just follow the rules. If you're not going outside, if you're not working outside, just stay at home. If you need to go out, just buy food. Just do that. But stay
mhm.
healthy. Just follow the rules because if other countries were able to follow the rules and look at China right now, there's a lot of recovery even in Korea. We can actually do that in the Philippines as well, and the
Yes,
virus will not be spread because virus is 1:5. One person affected, 5 people will be affected as well with that one person. So stay safe. Always pray before you sleep. Pray and ask for guidance, especially and the blessings that this outbreak will finish. And just, I know I cannot say don't panic because people were really panicking on what's happening. But if you trust the Lord, everything will be fine. Just stay healthy, wash your hands, put a mask, and everything what you can do when you go outside. That's all. And we love you. Jay will be uploading a new prank this coming Monday or Tuesday. That's the part two prank of Jay on his YouTube channel. So I hope you watch it, guys. It's really funny. It's in the Victoria. We did it last week, so I'm just promoting it. That's it. And don't forget to like the live.
yes. Make sure you like us, and thank you for watching. Only thing is I can't go out there and prank no time soon, but we're gonna make it happen somehow. Thank y'all for watching.
The
See y'all
outro is
later.
so long. Bye
Uh-huh.
bye.
Stay safe, guys.
Bye bye.